Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, Yasharala.
It's the brother Gabar.
It's your brother War.
It's your brother Gadar.
Call Halayim La.
Yahweh
Bahashim
Yahushua
Bahashim
Kakadash.
The honors of the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that teach His truth and rule well by the spirits and power that be Wabrak Thumb unto the hopeful elect that believe on the names Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua in sincerity and in truth. Alright, with patience. Now today we're gonna get into a lesson titled that the road is tough and it's gonna get tougher. All right, it's a tight squeeze because one man, get the scripture, one man can enter therein. I think it's in
you talking about one man,
Second
like,
Ezra's,
something like that.
Yeah, about enter into that straight gate. So the road is gonna get tougher, but Yahweh, the road is tough, but Yahweh made us tougher. That's what the lesson is about. All right, so that we can endure this, you know, because we're at the time of Jacob's trouble, and in Jacob's trouble, we're actually gonna be delivered. But without further ado, Lord's will, the lesson is edifying to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So did you get that yet? If not, we can get the Zechariah.
Yeah, I go and get that. I ain't get it.
Get the Zechariah. Start at 8.
This is Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein.
So in Jacob's trouble, all right, 2/3 of our people are gonna be cut off and die, man, because they're not gonna be able to endure. They don't have any type of foundation. And then you got other people, just like I believe it was in Matthew. You remember that the plant that I brought out that actually had roots, but since the roots wasn't deep in the ground, it withered away. So you gotta even if you in the truth, you gotta be on a certain level. So we really have to examine ourselves and make sure that we're on that level, man. We gotta be like that a serpent in the truth, man, righteously, because that's what Yahushua is. He's a serpent on the right hand side. You know, what was the like an iron? It was the iron serpent or something like that, man. Scriptures going to it. I don't know the exact scriptures, but I'm just, speaking on it, man. So we really got to examine ourselves on this walk because this walk is tough. And we all know it's tough, but Yahweh is making us tougher. You know, through the chastening, through the learning processes, the different situations that we go through. It's all for Jacob's trouble, so that we can endure, man. It's all so that we can get delivered out of here. Get the scripture that wisdom bringing the go and finish that first. Get wisdom bringing us to the kingdom. I think it's your wisdom of Solomon.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and will try them as gold is tried.
That third part.
Start from the top when he's done. Go ahead.
I was just for that third part referring to the elect, man. Referring to us in His truth. Lord, will we be of the elect? But it's referring to the elect. That He said He gonna bring that third part through the fire and refine them as gold is refined, man. Saying that they gonna be pretty much, they gonna be in that furnace of adversity. We're gonna get that scripture, man. They're gonna be getting made better. They're gonna be getting purified.
Purified, man. In the purification process, what happens when you pull that gold out of that furnace? All you left with is the pure gold, man. So that's what the elect are being turned into.
The gold,
exactly, man. But you gotta go through that heat. You gotta go through that sufferings to get there. You know, Baba Shah, get that other scripture about what's it called? It's about the scripture speaking on you walking through the narrow river or whatever to get to the big body, a water thing.
You talking about the
how shall he enter into the Broadway, something like that, man. Let me try to search it up. But go ahead and read that from the top.
If it's good, I think you talking about that. Now go ahead.
And I will bring the third part through the fire.
He said through the fire.
Exactly.
So we're actually gonna
make it out.
Yeah, they're gonna make it out of Jacob's trouble because he's chastening them and he's building them up in the furnace of adversity right now so that they can endure it. Because if the Lord didn't chasten you for your mistakes, if He didn't correct you, when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, you gonna fail, man, because you're not gonna be built up. All right. When you go to a gym and you work out, you have to break the muscle down, and then it heals. And when it heals, it's stronger. Because whatever happened to it, let's say your max is 100, you go in there, you hit your max, you max out. Then you come back a few days later, now you can do 105 because your muscles done healed from your max. So that's how it does, and He only tests you according to your strength.
Man. Like I was saying earlier, man, it's really Lord will be a part of the elect. It's a purification process, man. They being made perfect in Jacob's troubles. That would be part of the purification process too. But that'll be the end of it. We'll be towards the end of the purification process.
We're trying to be incorrupt, like Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
Exactly, man.
Like the angels, man. But since we suffering with Yahweh Shah, Lord's will we be those men. Hey man, we gonna be higher than the angels that we know of, you know, because the 144,000 are gonna be right under Yahweh Shah. It's gonna be the order of power is gonna be Yahweh Shah, King David, and the 144,000, the governing body, man. That's literally gonna be the power levels, so to speak, like the hierarchy.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be. It's levels to this, man. But go and start it from the top.
And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined.
Refine them as silver is refined. I'm just gonna get the definition of refine.
What's the title video again?
The road is tough, but Yahweh is made us tougher, or is making us tougher.
Yeah, okay, I know that scripture though.
All right,
I already got it though, but you go ahead.
All right, so it says, refine means remove impurities or unwanted elements from a substance, typically as part of an industrial process. So Yahweh is removing all of your spots. He's removing all of your just impurities, man. All of your sins.
Most High, he making you what is it called? Like the scriptures say, you'll be found without blemishes.
Yeah.
So
blemish.
Blemish. So when the Most High, when in the time of great wrath and the time of great judgment, which is Jacob's troubles, he gonna see his elect, and he ain't gonna find no blemishes on them.
Because they gonna be doing what they're supposed to do,
exactly.
And he been working with them, you know, all the way up. Hey man, he always gonna be dealing with us, but he dealing with every brother according to, you know, however he dealing with that brother. Scripture say, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. That's why we in the truth and the other people not. That's why, because he had mercy on you. He was like, okay, I'm gonna call him. I see he's a great man. He can do great things. I'm gonna call him into the actual truth, not no bullshit where you think the mark of the beast is some other bullshit or just any other type of false doctrine. You know,
man.
So you being in the truth is a blessing of his own, man. But keep going. So it said remove impurities is refined. So that's what Yahweh is doing to his elect. Keep going.
It's like that goes into John chapter, I think it's 15, verse 1. It goes into how the Most High say he the vine, and we are the branches. And it's saying every branch that bears fruit, he purges it to bring forth more fruit. That goes into refining them, man. Refining them as silver, and taking off the blemishes so they could bring forth, so they could be more purified, man. That's what he does for his elect. Go ahead up.
And I want to say one more thing. He does that to make you better, because it said to bring forth more fruit. So he does that to build you up. It's like a muscle. He's building you up. He making you stronger, man. Go on, keep going.
And will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, Yahweh is my power.
Yeah, it said, try them as gold is tried. So he gonna test you.
Exactly.
He gonna test you, man.
Hey, scripture said
it's like I just want to give like an analogy. It's like you walking through the mall, or you see like on the videos, dude walking through the mall with a chain. It's a gold chain or a diamond chain, and somebody got a tester, like on the YouTube videos. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, they got a tester. They're like, let me see, and they test it to make sure, you know. That's how Yahweh be checking. He tested you like that diamond tester, make sure it beat. He like, let me, you know, he put it on you, man. And basically when he do that, he put some tribulation on you. You know?
Oh, that made me think of this scripture right here, though. Let me get this going into the analogy.
Go ahead. But yeah, man, that's what Yahweh doing. He's like, oh, you got faith? All right, let's see, let's make sure. You know, oh, you got wisdom? Let's see, let's make sure. Which he already knows, but we know how the Lord works pertaining to that, as what he told us.
Alright, this is scripture pretty much going to what you was talking about. You know, he testing it. Or you saying that
he tests you.
Yeah, putting a tribulation on you, making sure that it's real, right? So this is scripture. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is Paul, but I know this is Yahweh Shah speaking to pretty much one of his disciples spiritually. But this is, I think it's Paul though. If I'm not correct, it's like, and he says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, I would rather glory in my infirmities than, it's like in my infirmity that the power of Yahweh Shah and my Mashiach may rest upon me. So pretty much the Most High saying, like you saying, man, they test you, the Most High make sure it's real. When the Most High try you, he gonna see, do you really believe upon him type thing. That's a test to make sure it's real. Make sure you really had that faith, man. Cause that's what he said when he said that he said, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. So that means that when we at our lowest, and we're going to be brought to our lowest in Jacob trouble, he's going to really see, are these going to really be my people? Because according to Zechariah 13:9, he said that I'm going to try them and refine them as silver. Then they should call upon me, and I should say they are my people. That's going to be the elect. Because they're going to be getting tried, and since they had that integrity and that faith upon Yahweh by Shah, they going to call on them when they at their lowest point, when they at their weakest.
Connor, also it said my strength is made perfect through weakness. Yeah. Look at King David and Goliath.
Exactly.
King David was the so-called weaker one if you was looking at the sight, but he was walking in the spirit. Goliath wasn't.
They go into therefore I would rather glory in my infirmities. That's you being at a
cloud
of infirmities. That's you being at being low, needing help.
Yeah, it would have been easy if Yahweh had Goliath squash David, because everybody was looking at it as that was finna happen. But since David took him down, they like, surely the Lord is with you. You see how it worked? Now they like, surely,
because he glorified David. David glorified in the infirmities of Yahweh by Shem, because David was low. Because infirmities, if you go into the blue letter Bible and you get the word, I'm not sure what the word was, but infirmities, it pretty much goes into a person that needs help, a person that's weak, that needs some.
And we do. Hey, he said, "Fear not, thou worm, Jacob. I will help thee." Exactly. So we need our Redeemer, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua.
And after that apostle, he rather glory in the infirmities of Yahweh by Shem. And that's what the Most High is gonna do with his elect. We gonna be in Jacob troubles. We gonna definitely need help because Esau gonna have all this shit.
We need help now. Exactly. I mean, think about it. If you didn't need help, we wouldn't be calling on the Lord.
Yeah, we need
help.
Man. We need like
we can't take on Esau by our own. We in our new bodies. One brother can go take down the whole other heathen nations, but we need help right now.
Exactly.
Which we always gonna call on the Lord though, but you can go ahead.
Because it's kind of like.
That's what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, without the Most High, we wouldn't be able to be made perfect, man. Like you said, like the title of the video, pretty much time is hard or something like that. I keep forgetting.
The road is tough, but Yahweh made us tougher.
Exactly.
Yeah, you gotta.
That's the key word right there. Yahweh made us tougher.
Yeah, so you're gonna be
tougher.
Yeah, you're going through these being chastened for a reason.
That's why Scripture say, "I'm happy as a man at the Most High corrected."
Yeah, hey man, I got a saying just came back.
Yeah, all that chastening is making you stronger.
Yeah.
Before you say that, let me get the scripture. Now you go ahead and say it because you probably going.
I was gonna meditate on it.
You go ahead and say it.
All right, so I seen this. I think I was in college when I seen this. It was a saying written on the wall, man. And this goes perfectly with the lesson. The saying goes, "Smooth seas don't make strong sailors." And that was perfect for the lesson, man.
So that's pretty much going into an easy road don't make a strong warrior.
if you just butter and cream the whole time, when the rocks come, you're gonna be like, oh shit. But if you in the Himalayan mountains, and then you gotta go through like a little some rocky times that's not even like if you been in it, you gonna get what's it called? Experience. That's the word. You're gonna be experienced, man. Yeah, so smooth seas do not make strong sailors. So if you think you in the truth and Yahweh gonna give you some smooth seas, but you supposed to be of the elect, you supposed to be a strong sailor, you twisted in the mind, because it's the exact opposite, man. He about to pitch you in them waves, man.
What you were saying, man. And like we were saying one day, the scripture said everything.
Yeah, and then look, you got water on one side of the picture and fire on the other side, man.
Oh, it's a scripture. I think the scripture said.
Yes, it's scripture about it. Water.
It's a I know that one.
Did you get the scripture about the one man enter his home?
No.
Let me search it on your phone.
I think it's another scripture. I think it's talking about how the path to the kingdom is hard or something like that.
The narrow. Let me try to search it. You can bring that. I'm gonna try to get that first.
Just going to it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 3. It says, "Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the consciousness the heart is made better." So the sadness would be the tribulation, all the stuff you go through. You being built up is made stronger. Is made better. The heart is your mind, and your mind is made better from what? From that rocky road. Now, if you didn't drove on a smooth ass road, you good. But since you drove on this rocky ass road, since you've been tested, you've been tempted, tried, you being made stronger. Because the ultimate enemy for the Israelite is the flesh. Now, if you're not getting tried to, the Most High not
that's
trying.
That's our kryptonite, because the flesh brings sin. That's why I said that. So that's our kryptonite.
So the Most High not trying you, having you to where you gotta fight your flesh and not sin and all that. You're not gonna be made stronger, because you usually be like, I ain't never been tested with it, so it's like you ain't gonna never be prepared for it in that sense. Cause the Most High, He really preparing us, man. Cause the biggest test we gonna have in Jacob troubles, it's gonna be the what is it called? The chip and all that.
Yeah,
but
that's
but the test gonna be is your flesh, how you react to your flesh. Cause when we
Your
come to
flesh gonna be like,
your flesh
take
gonna
the
tell
chip,
you,
go back to
exactly.
society,
It's
but
gonna
you
tell
gotta
take
be in the
chip,
spirit.
go back to society because we gonna be brought low. We ain't gonna have no house. We gonna have no food just to eat.
Pilgrimage.
Exactly.
And
so-
everything's still gonna be pretty much normal
man.
at
Exactly,
first.
man.
Cause yeah, demons and stuff gonna start popping out, but that's when it's gonna get like crazy stupid.
And then you know
But
what your
at
flesh
first,
gonna be saying, man. It's gonna be saying take the chip because you hungry.
Yeah. So you mean fasting
Most
and
time might
praying?
not feed you into it. It might come to a point where you was eating, you know, you the family come in, boom, they reveal to you the chip. Most time ain't gonna feed you until you get it past that chip point, man. Like he like, I'm gonna see if you gonna crack. I'm gonna see at your lowest point, are you gonna still remember me?
That's why the scripture said, "Strive for the truth unto death." It didn't
Exactly,
say
man.
until you get hungry. Nah, man. It said unto death. Don't eat if that's the case, man. But and then the angel's gonna provide food for you anyway. Don't
Come
the
on,
angel
man.
can manifest if you got the faith. At least the angel can just manifest, give you a fat ass burger or some shit. You never know. Beef, not no pork.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna get this scripture, Matthew 7:14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way. All right, you see how narrow it is. That's only big enough. You can't be shoulder to shoulder with somebody on there. It's only one man at a time, or else the other man would just fall off
That's
on the side.
That's that working at your own salvation, man.
Kind. And then it says, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, because that's the kingdom at the end of this road that we're on.
Kind.
And few be there, and few be there, be that find it, which is the elect. Now I'm trying to find this other scripture, but I can't really. It's not popping up. Let me see.
I'm gonna see if I can find it one scripture real quick. Yeah, and then you got hold on. So I can bear with us.
Okay, I found it. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 8. I knew it was in the Apocrypha. And in one only path between them both, I might have to go back some. Wait, let me just get the whole chapter. 2nd Ezra chapter 7, and I'm gonna start at oh yeah, this is the thing I said earlier too. So, yappa.
Go ahead.
I speak and receive. I'm gonna just start at verse 1. 2nd Ezra chapter 7 verse 1. And when I had made an end of speaking these words, there was sent unto me the angel which had been sent unto me the nights before. Verse 2. And he said unto me, Up, Ezra, and hear the words that I am come to tell thee. Salakia. And I said, Speak on, my God. Then said he unto me, The sea is set in a wide place, that it might be deep and great. But put the entrance where narrow. Alright, words, Salakia. But put the entrance where narrow and like a river. So to get to this deep, broad sea, you have to go through this narrow river. Now I'm gonna keep reading. Who then could go into the sea to look upon it and to rule it, if he went not through the narrow? So you gotta go through that river. You gotta go through that narrow path to get there. There is no other way. And that, hey, is Yahweh Shah, man. And then I'm gonna keep reading. How could he come into the broad? Yeah. So how you gonna get to the broad if you don't go through the narrow first? Which is gonna be broad the whole way? Nah. So this is verse 6. There's also that. Like you on the sea trying to get to this broad, but and broad leads to destruction. There is also another thing. A city is builded.
That's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So you see the city on the picture. It's in the back, man. So it said there's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and it's full of all good things. So imagine this picture. The city right there is full of all kind of riches, everything you want, man. All type of power, man.
It's pretty much be the kingdom.
Yeah. Basically, that's what it's supposed to be. So it said, there's also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow. You see the road that this man is on. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water.
Con.
So literally a fire on the right hand and the left a deep water, man. Just like the picture, man.
Exactly.
So this scripture is this picture.
And yeah, and pretty much that's referring to pretty much that path you're gonna take is a difficult path. But
Yeah,
at
yeah.
the end of that path, it's a great reward.
Con.
That goes
If you
into-
endure it, because if you
Exactly,
fall off,
endure
you don't get it.
Exactly. That goes into what is it called? Through much tribulation shall we enter the kingdom. That's the same thing with the picture. All that tribulation, all that trouble, and then we know that trouble to be Jacob's troubles.
Con.
And then if you endure to the end, it says Jacob trouble, what is called at last, the last for that day is great, none is like it. But he shall be saved out of it. That's gonna be you enduring to the end.
And
man.
why is he gonna be set up? Because the Lord built him for this.
Exactly,
He
man.
was made for this. He was sanctioned when he was. Hey, before when you was put in the womb, Yahweh knew you. Before that,
Con.
before
He
you were
already-
born,
he knew you
I,
gonna-
he sanctioned you.
Exactly. The Most High, he already knew you was gonna beat the test before
Con.
before he even had the test.
Con.
Man, he's like, you gonna beat this test. I just ain't.
But you just got to go along with his word. You got to use
Con, man.
your weapons and have that armor on, walking in the spirit.
And that what the Most High pretty much doing for us elect right now, man. He's literally building their minds up. Now, physically, of course, he's not building us physically, because physically, you ain't gonna be able to get through Jacob troubles.
Oh yeah, no physical thing
all,
from the Savior.
that's the carnal way. But the Most High, he hitting it with a mind. He getting our mind right on him, so we can be ready for Jacob troubles. He building us up. What do you say? The title video, what it's called? It's hard.
The road is tough, but Yahweh made us tougher.
Exactly. The Most High gonna make us tougher. We gonna be way more prepared for the road, and then
And that's why it ain't come yet, because Yahweh was doing like finishing touches right before Jacob's
Exactly.
trouble
He
comes
make-
to make sure his men are straight.
That's why,
Because the troops are already out. Yahweh could do this
Come
right
on,
now.
man.
We in the house making a lesson.
it's just like this pretty much, because you know how brother that can happen anytime now. It's because like think about like
He
this-
holding it back.
this-
Oh, Salakia. The main point about that is I'm gonna read them 8 and 9. So the main point is the angels holding back the
That's
wind.
the scripture I was gonna
Oh
get.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
what
The angels are literally holding. They waiting for Yahweh to be like, okay, they're all sealed. They're all where I want them.
They waiting for the name to be sealed in the service, man. He waiting for the elect to be sealed. That's literally what's happening. So, because we see like, okay, the trust moving, the truth can move on us any minute. Now, the reason they ain't moved yet because the servants ain't been sealed yet.
Yeah.
Now, once the servant's sealed, then everybody, okay, you ready for the test now. Now you ready. I done
Yeah.
built you up. Then on top of that,
You like y'all all these men right here.
Con.
I got my 144,000. The elect, a lot more of the elect. They're gonna come in once they see men with powers also.
Come.
So you got that, but the 144,000 gotta get sealed, man. Which they could be at 144,000, can't they?
Who?
You know, somebody see the power, a man starts believing. It could be, man. However it is, man. I'm
Hey,
just.
I don't know.
If I'm wrong, then it's lucky, but you know,
I
let's
just-
read 8 and 9.
Con, man. I just know they elect because you still got the great multitude. Because the 144,000.
Yeah. I'll read it.
I'm pretty sure the 144,000 they gotta be. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they'll be ready for Jacob trouble because they're the 100.
They gotta be because they gotta make it.
They're the leaders. Because that what it
They're the
says.
nation.
It literally says that though. Because if you read
Saviors.
what's it called?
With S. Obadiah 1 and 20 or
And then in the
21.
Revelation scripture, because if you read the Revelation scripture, it says it seals in the servant's head, and it says, and it goes to saying how it's 12,000 from each tribe. So it's mainly about the 140.
And they're like Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is the head. So being a head, that makes you a leader, a boss type.
Yeah, so
you're they're that.
144,000
With
gotta
Yahweh,
be-
joint
they
heirs.
gotta be ready. The 144,000 gotta
The
be
prophets
ready.
are just like these people look
Come
up to
on,
the
man.
celebrity and stuff. Really, that's how the prophet's supposed to be looked at.
Come
Not as in like idols and stuff. We don't do that. Just as in like how they look up to them and
Pretty much
they'll say something. They like a rapper get on something, he'll say something, and everybody will start doing that or
Pretty much,
whatever.
the only reason we follow the apostles in them because we see they follow the ways of Yahweh.
Yeah.
It ain't like we
We're,
look up to the apostles like, oh, they're this, that, and we're like, okay, I'm trying to get to that point or better because we see that they follow Yahweh by Shem Shai.
But I'm gonna keep going.
Go ahead.
Start at verse 7. The entrance thereof is narrow and set in a dangerous place to fall, like as if there were a fire on the right hand and on the left a deep water. Verse 8.
man.
And one only path between them both. So just one. It wasn't 3 paths. You can go this way, that way, or this way. Choose your pick. No,
It's only one way.
It's one way.
And you know that one way is either you gonna serve the Most High,
You gonna
be the best servant you could be, or
and
not.
suffer. You can suffer.
Yeah.
Take up your cross.
Pretty much, yeah, the only way is to take up your cross. It's like, damn it, you know, it's like, cause I had made an analogy as I was like, it's literally like, let's say you was in a building, right? The whole building on fire. Now this is the only path you can get through, but that shit got fire on it too. It ain't just
It's
so
just-
much
yeah,
where it
yeah,
will
yeah.
kill
But you-
you,
but you can do it.
make it through. Now you gonna take it or you just gonna go down with the building.
Yeah, right.
That's how it's gonna be. That's how it is, man.
Choose, man.
You gonna take this, take up your cross, or you just gonna be like,
Or it'd be like a broad ass way, but somebody take that path not knowing that
Some
This shit
fall on their
finna,
head.
this shit finna, it's gonna fall before they even
Before they step forward.
think they finna get out that hoe.
Exactly, man.
But the other one got light on the other side. You know, you leaving.
You like, this the exit, but shit.
It got exit on.
It's hard.
Yeah, but hey, you gotta do it though.
Kind of endure.
So it says, and only, Salakia, verse 8, and one only path between them both. So only one path between the fire and the water to get to that kingdom. Even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but only, Salakia, I put only in myself, Salakia. So small that there could but one man go there at once. So the path is so narrow that one man can only go at once. And really that path is finna get even more narrow because of Jacob's trouble.
And
so
then-
imagine a tightrope. Is it how you say it, tight or tight? I don't know how to
I
say
think
it.
it's called a type, bro.
Alright, however it's called, you know, when they walk on there, it's just a rope. Imagine the path finna get like that skinny. So if you do one wrong step, you really gonna be messed up, man. That's why you need them angels around you to guide you. Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, but to have them angels, you gotta fear the Lord. You gotta have wisdom, and then your roots gotta run
You know,
deep
it's funny
because it's gonna wither away.
that all that having fear for Yahweh Basham, all that comes before you get to the hard times, man. The Most High made the times hard, but He made the elect harder, man.
Yeah, hard body, alright.
Exactly,
But
because they got to be ready before they walk on the tightrope, man. Because if you walking on the tightrope,
if you ain't had no type of practice,
exactly, you got to be. If you walking on the tightrope and you not ready,
that's like trying to play LeBron in basketball. You ain't never dribbled the ball a day in your life.
Exactly.
But then here it is, you training for years on years, and then you like, okay, I've been studying the methods of what he finna do. I know it's finna go on.
because then you're just gonna be fun. Because like it ain't gonna be like Jacob Trouble's here, and then all of a sudden, okay, I'm gonna work to get them angels around me to get right. Nah, you should have did that before, man. 'Cause the
Hey,
angels gonna
Terry
be there.
not to put off the Lord.
Exactly, man. The angels gonna, hey, technically, Lord won't be a part of it. Like the angels always been there,
Gone.
cause they already like you were saying. He sanctified it, so the Most already had his elect.
Yeah, even demons, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Demons being around you, and they do the same thing that other angels do. They go to the Most High and tell him what we did too. Not just the angels, the right hand angels, the left hand angels. They do the same thing because they fear and tremble at Yahweh Bashim Yahshua like the rest of creation. But this verse 9, if this city, so the kingdom, if this city now be Salaki, if this city now were given unto a man for an inheritance, and that's us, that's Israel, that's our inheritance, all right?
God.
If he never shall pass the danger set before it, how shall he receive this inheritance? So you have to go through this to get to the kingdom.
Come.
But Yahweh has made you tough. All the stuff he put you through, it was to toughen you up. He been working out that muscle. So, well, you're the muscle, and he been working out with it to make you tougher, building you down, building you up, building you down. Well, not building you down. Yeah. Breaking you down, tearing you apart, and then building you up even stronger.
Kind.
It's like you go from sand to like bricks to solid concrete,
Exactly.
and then gold, and then find gold.
Exactly. Hey, scriptures say that what they call it, the Most High put on us, He won't put it above our strength. He won't put nothing on you can't bear, man. So whatever
You got
the
more
Mo-
scriptures?
me, nah.
Alright.
And whatever the Most High put on us, you gonna be able to bear it and take a trust. It's gonna be like this, man. Let's say like like you were saying, but let's say like it was the Most High, He your trainer. He been training you for this. Let's say you.
And he like, hey man, you finna go fight Esau, all right? So
Yeah, he was training you. So let's say, or you playing a basketball game, he training you, right? So you finna play the game. So you finna go in Jacob Tribbles. So he looking at it like, okay, he like, okay, I trained you, so I know what you could do. So the Most High know where your strength is. So when he try you in Jacob Tribbles, he expecting you to pass them tests. He like, I already know what the fuck you can do, man.
and he telling you what the enemy finna do.
Exactly, man.
Every time he throw the
even give
left,
you an upper hand. He even give you. It's like the Most High giving us. He literally giving us a head start on. So he like, okay, the enemy literally gonna do this.
that's
man.
why the prophets are called seers, because they see into the
Exactly.
future, man,
It's
by
like
way of the prophecies.
He literally giving you a head start.
He like, hey man, Esau gonna throw a left hook and
And
then
if
a
he
jab
hits
coming
him-
right after that. So be
Yeah,
ready. So
be ready,
he literally
exactly.
telling you, but other people they like, man, he ain't gonna throw it in, or I'm gonna shoot him before. But Yahweh like, no, you gotta do it this way. You gotta duck and then but hey man,
Most High, he already prepared. He's preparing this elect, man. So when Jacob Troubles come in, we ready.
calm,
Lord
but
will be a party late, but we ready, man. The Most High, he just like, I already built you up. You should be ready now. You done. You ready now.
Yeah, we in that time,
The
man.
test is here. You ready now.
calm.
It ain't no more. I need a little extra word. Nah. The test I'm putting on you, it's gonna be your strength, man. You good, man. Just gotta have that faith.
Every brother gonna be tried according to his strength.
Exactly. You gotta have your faith upon your how about your shot.
That breaking point, man, just like Yahweh Shai went through his darkest hour. We about to go through our darkest hour.
He's been that metal pretty badly, man. But he ain't gonna break it.
Yeah, man, but that's basically the point of the lesson. Lord's Will's lesson was edifying. Last thing I'm gonna say is call halal, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah Bahashim Rakakodash. Until next time, Kamra Sharalu, Shalom.
Shalom.